Yeah, Dr. Sattler. Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park, the movie that entertained crowds since the 90s. I remember back in the day, the dinosaur craze was huge. Really, really huge. I especially remember it started a debate on whether it was possible or not. Now let's see if the series still holds up. Let's rank the live action movies. But before we do, we gotta remind us of ground rules for these ranked series. These are only my opinions, so let me know your ranking in the comments right below. My ranking may change over the time, but depends on really how I feel. I update my ranking on Letterboxd, so be sure to follow me there. I try to stick to versions in theaters when possible. Not every movie had a director's cut, so that wouldn't be fair. I am not including crossovers or versus movies. That being said, let's get this started. Number 5, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. This starts out good. They go back to the island, which is about to be destroyed by a volcano, but it ends up weird. Really, really weird. It basically turns into Home Alone with a dinosaur. Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard return and still do a great job. Bryce is more likable in this one, since her character is not the same businesswoman as the previous movie. They return to the island to save the dinosaurs from extinction, but they immediately notice that wasn't InGen's intention. The other characters, except for the little girl, are just there. They once again lack the charm of the original characters. And they even bring back Jeff Goldblum. His presence is alright. He's just there to give a speech. The CGI is alright. The action scenes are cool. The story is wacky. Still a fun ride. But not the best Jurassic out there. The ending is just perfect and hypes me up for the third film. It sets up dinosaurs in the world, something I've been waiting for since the ending of The Lost World. I always wanted to see that. Number 4, Jurassic Park 3. This one gets a lot of hate. Do I love it? No. Do I personally hate this entry? Not at all. It still has some good dino action that is enjoyable, but it's no way near the quality of the first two movies directed by Spielberg. 2 minutes into the movie, you can see from the start it has horrible green screen. My main negative of the film is the script. The dialogue is corny, and this makes the characters less likable than the first two films. Don't get me wrong, Sam Neill is still cool as Dr. Grant, but the other characters lack the charm the original characters had. Other negative, they killed a fan favorite, the T-Rex. But let's admit it, they lost us when we discovered Alan and Ellie aren't together anymore. That was really a nut punch. The special effects are really not on par with the previous films, and especially the original. The dinosaurs have this weird look to them. They definitely look fake. And let's not forget the talking raptor scene. I know it's a dream, but it's still distracting. I would say it's a goofy version of Jurassic Park. Number 3, Jurassic World. In the world of reboots and remakes, it was a matter of time that Jurassic Park had one. Jurassic World gets the job done while not retaining the magic of the original. And let's be honest, I don't think a film will ever can. It's still a fun dino flick. Starring Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard, and also Vincent D'Onofrio and the Kingpin himself. The cast is great despite lacking the charisma of the original cast. Since everything has been seen for a while, InGen decided to create a new dinosaur type, even deadlier than the original one. Now they go invisible. The effects are okay, they are mainly CGI, still doesn't recapture that magic from the first film, but still gets the job done. The story is basically the first film, but instead of being a test run, the park is actually open, which makes things interesting, especially when dinos attack the crowds. That scene is awesome. The final battle between the two monsters, the Indominus Rex and the original T-Rex, is awesome, and it gives me feels and chills. I loved it. Colin Trevorrow loves the original material, and it shows. He added new things to the table while being respectful to the lore, and that's what I love about this movie. Number 2, The Lost World, Jurassic Park. A lot of people really don't like the sequel. Well, to be honest, the original Jurassic Park raised the bar really, really, really high. It doesn't match the quality of the first film, but it still delivers, and Jeff Goldblum reprises his role as Ian Malcolm. The CGI is not really as effective as the original. It introduced us to new characters like Sonia Harding, Malcolm's girlfriend, Nick, who's played by Vince Vaughn, Pete Postlethwaite, who plays the badass hunter. They are all great and give us great banter. The action scenes are thrilling, and I also love the San Diego scene. It feels maybe a little too comical and out of place, but I still like it. It changed the pacing from the first film. If I have to take some points off the film is maybe a little bit too long, and the general pacing could have helped by cutting a few unnecessary scenes. At the end of the day, this movie is really underrated. Number 1, Jurassic Park. The original, the movie that started it all, based on the famous Michael Crichton book. This movie was a sensation. Directed by Steven Spielberg, the movie as it all, the suspense, and even some good old PG horror. This starts out with a rich man creating a park with living, breathing dinosaurs and invites specialists to the island before opening. And of course, everything goes wrong. The dinosaurs escape and chase our friends, and it's survival time. While not being faithful to the book, it keeps the core element, and Spielberg adding his personal touch helps a lot to make its own thing. The combination of practical and CGI effects are still breathtaking today. The characters are charming. Ian Malcolm is the best, and the amazing score from John Williams is so powerful. The theme song is definitely my top 5 favorite musical scores ever. Final thoughts on the movie. Jurassic Park is one of my favorite movies of all time. It's just that simple. So that wraps up my ranking. Leave your ranking in the comments. Tell me what series I should do next. Thanks for watching, and see ya next time.